I know that a lot of you have been going through an extremely difficult time, and I just want to say that my heart is for you, and the reason that I make these videos and post these videos is to just bring something positive and light into reality, because I don't think it's healthy to live every single day thinking about what's wrong. So this is an exciting time for me. I'm in one of the absolutely most fun, magical seasons of my life. I still can't believe I'm engaged, like I'm gonna be a bride, and this is something that I've just honestly dreamt about forever. I'm like a super helpless romantic, and I'm just so thankful that I get to do this. So as I've been aligning spiritually, emotionally, definitely like physically is one of the most fun parts. I get to put myself on all of the bridal regimens and get my skin glowing and fresh and radiant, because I do plan on looking like an angel that day. So I just want to share a couple things. I'm gonna let my hair just sort of air dry a little bit. It's still a little bit damp. I want to stay away from blow dryers, hot tools, all that kind of stuff as much as possible, just to make sure that these locks grow out nice and luscious. I will be still styling my hair because I do think that, you know, if you're having a good hair day, you're kind of having a good day. So you got to make sure your hair is looking fly. While my hair is air drying, I'm going to mist my skin a little bit. I always mist my skin or pat in an essence or use a toner after either cleansing or showering, just because this actually preps your skin in order to receive all the good, amazing products you're going to put on top of it. So I'm going to just be using my Glycelene. This is the Orange Blossom Oxygen Infusion, and I don't believe they make this as a mist anymore, but they do have it as a toner that you can just swipe on, and this really helps oxygenate your cells, and like I said, it preps your skin in order to receive the next product that you're going to put onto it. So you just mist, and it smells like summer. It's so good. It's so good. The next thing I have discovered, which is so amazing, is the Kypris Pot of Shade. And oh my gosh, this packaging, I'm like, I don't even want to throw the box away. It's so cute. So I'm probably gonna just keep it because I love it. But just their packaging is super luxurious. It's so like sturdy, and it feels really good in your hands. So the Pot of Shade, I'm so excited about. It's a broad spectrum SPF 30. It's a moisturizer and a primer. And so you get a really decent amount of product for what you're paying. It's definitely more of an investment product, but the reason that I'm loving it and that it's awesome is the fact that it's allergy tested, it's non-nano, zinc oxide, a sunscreen, and a primer. Now that's pretty amazing, because all the sunscreens that I have found have either been like too matte, too dewy, chalky, white, just the wrong texture. And so for this to be a primer, that's amazing, because you can layer it under things, or you can wear it by itself and it's probably going to give you that like sort of blurred skin effect. It goes on creamy, so as I'm applying it, it feels so moisturizing. But then the awesome thing about it is that it does dry down to almost a matte finish, and then you can, you know, have a beautiful canvas to apply your foundation on top of. Let me explain the non-nano zinc particles. So the non-nano particles just mean that the zinc particles are actually bigger. And so what that does is it provides a broader spectrum coverage. So especially when it's hot, you are then getting a better SPF sun protection with this product. You can use it all over. You can even do that on your eyelids. It's such a beautiful texture. It really just like melts into the skin. I will say that it's a little bit of a white cast at first, because that's what happens with non-nano particles, is that since the particles are bigger, it does have a more white cast. From what I have noticed, it does disappear within about 10 to 15 minutes. And I've actually even tried this on a more tan skin, and it does disappear. It does not leave a white cast. And I will be definitely wearing this all summer to get extra sun protection and to be a great primer for underneath any of the makeup I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna have a sip of tea while this settles in a little bit. I love hibiscus tea. It's seriously the best, and it is wonderful for your skin. Get those antioxidants. Another thing I absolutely love is a good lip balm. I am a sucker for lip balms. They are just the best for kind of being on the go, but wanting to look a little bit put together and a little bit more awake, a little more fresh. So my favorite lip balms by far are the Ilia. I talk about these constantly, but I just got a new color. This is the number 10. I believe it's called Tea Rose. So it's this really pretty rosy, reddy kind of berry color. And so I think for the summer months ahead, this is gonna look really nice, kind of give me like that sun-kissed sort of finish. So I am just gonna apply that. Also love how it actually fits the shape of your lip. Gotta give it a little blot. This is the Ilia True Serum Foundation. Now, I have never really played much with Ilia. I've tried some of their lip products, skin products I never really got super into, but this foundation is mind-blowing. It seriously is just the most beautiful, like sheer coverage, but buildable kind of texture, and you can really seriously just get so in with this. Like, it looks like skin, and it layers beautifully on top of this SPF. And I'm totally using my hands. I know, I guess that's like bad etiquette, but I just love when I can feel my skin. I can feel if it's like blended in. Actually, I'm pretty sure Francois Nars, the founder, creator of Nars makeup, did everything with his hands. Like, I mean, besides like probably some of the eyeshadow and eyeliner, but I'm pretty sure he used his hands for like every single part of the process. So it's not wrong. I love this finish. It has just the perfect skin-like texture. It's not heavy. You can wear it every single day. So I am all about this lightweight smoothing foundation. Highly recommend. I started looking over some different natural concealers a few days ago, and I realized that I did like the Cover FX a little bit more than the Dermablend. The coverage was better, and throughout the day it didn't absorb as much into the skin. It sort of stayed where it needed to stay. So that was pretty important. And I'm just gonna do a little bit. Wow, that's a lot. This might definitely be a shade too light for me, especially now that it's warming up. I've been getting some sun only from running outside, and I'm definitely changing colors a little bit. So yes, I would say this concealer is going to be much better for the summer months, as it's not going to move around as much as some of the creamier concealers like the Uncover Up, which I absolutely love, but in the summer it might be a little too creamy. If you're oily, it's going to give you a lot of slide. I definitely feel blurred and even. I want to add some color back in to my skin, so I am trying out the other Haloscope highlighter. This is Topaz, and so it's a little bit deeper of a shade. And I'm just gonna go right on to where I want to have some color. I'm almost using this as a blush. Definitely not a contour because it has a little bit of shimmer in it. To be honest, I don't use a lot of very low priced products. It's very few and far between, just because the quality, I just don't usually agree with the standards of how everything is made. So that's just me. I would rather work really hard and save for the things that I can use that actually help not only me, but all of the people involved in the companies. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Westmin Atelier blush. This is the color Minette. I love this name. It reminds me of my grandma Minnie. This blush is so luxurious, so pretty. So I don't want to waste a single drop of this one. This is definitely something you carry in your bag and you feel like a woman. This makes you feel like you have your life together. I'm just gonna go kind of like in an upward, kind of sweeping over the cheeks kind of motion so that it looks just really, really sun-kissed and not so much like I put on a ton of blush. And this already just made me feel so fresh. I'm living for this. I always like to just kind of tap my cheeks at the end with a little bit of a cream highlight. I think they are the prettiest. They just sort of smooth everything out and give you that extra little oomph that you just need for the day. I feel like you can do it all if you've got it. Got a little highlight, little brightness going on. I'm using the RMS. This is the Living Luminizer. They have, I think, like 4 different highlighters. This one is my favorite. It looks the most like skin. And so I just want to put this on the really high points. As this look isn't really for photo or anything like that, I just want it to look like super pretty skin in person. I love it. It's my favorite. This is a product that I honestly would have never tried, but I did discover it by watching Kaki's makeup reviews on YouTube, and I'm not a YouTube watcher, but oh my gosh, she's hilarious. And her reviews are pretty spot on. So this is the Well People. This is the Bio Brightener loose powder, and it really does blur out the skin. It doesn't leave a white cast. It just helps everything set and stay put, and while also giving you a brighter, fresher skin. I think this might be like one of my absolute favorite powders. I'm gonna keep the eyes super, super easy and soft. I'm gonna use one product. This is the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow. I'm using the color Globe, and these come out like a liquid. So you basically get this beautiful metallic-y liquid, and I like to just use my finger and get it right on the lid. They make such cool colors too. They've got like a lavender and a pale blue and a sapphire. So I always kind of start with the neutrals and then I venture into the color. I love color. So I've definitely been thinking about the big day, the wedding day. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with my makeup? I have so many ideas, but I have not decided. Let's take a little fluffy eyeshadow brush and give it a blend. And I'm just using my Westmin Atelier mascara. This one is always really pretty and fresh looking. It's nice because you can definitely build it up to be a little more dramatic, but because the pigment in it is so dark, you can actually get away with just a few little touches and it looks very daytime appropriate. I feel like summer is the time where you can just kind of get by with a little less. And so that's perfect because I don't want to be slathering so much all over my eyes and my face in preparation for the wedding. And for my brows, I'm going to be using the Glossier Brow Flick. This is the brown color, and I don't really need my brows filled in, as y'all know, but this side, as I'm growing this side out, because yes, in preparation for the wedding, I'm definitely going to be fully growing these out so that I can get them shaped or shape them myself, however feels right for the look. I think I want to keep a lot of these longer, but as you can see, it's not super even, like right up there. And in here, it's a little bit sparse. This is my problem brow. This is my angel brow. We all have one that's amazing and one that needs a little help. I love this pen because it's so precise and it looks literally just like little hairs. All right, so I'm feeling really just fresh, put together. I used all skin loving products, and this is gonna just be getting me through the summer so that I can have still really radiant glowy skin by the end of summer and not be completely dried out and peeling and breaking out or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna just dab on some of my Pyt Lip Gloss. I love this packaging. It's super like sturdy feeling. I love the way the cap feels, and it actually is plumping, so it does have a little bit of that like mentholy kind of feel to it, but I love that. I think it's so fresh and it just makes you feel like you have great breath all day. It's amazing. Just dabbing a little bit of this one on, and it's not sticky, which is beautiful. Just gives you a little extra glow. So now that my makeup is on, I can go ahead and start doing my hair. This is going to be probably a go-to style for me at least two times a week. I'll be washing my hair twice a week. That's all I personally need to do. Any more than that and it could be a little too drying for my hair. So I'm gonna wash twice a week. After I do that, I'm gonna air dry it, and then I'm going to put it into either one braid or two cute braids, and that is going to be my style of the day. And then the following days, my hair will be just really wavy after I take it out of the braid, and so I won't have to really touch it too much with hot tools or any heat. Braids are so cute, and I don't think they ever really go out of style. So I think it's just a matter of figuring out what your braid style is. You could do crown braid, you could do like 2 French braids, you could just do like one, kind of like reverse braid, fishtail. I honestly don't know how to do everything, but my mom did teach me a couple things and she's amazing at braiding, so I owe it all to mama. You want to make sure your hair is combed through, and my hair is still a little bit damp, which is perfect. When it's a little bit damp, you can still then get like that really good wave. When it's dry, it tends to not hold the wave as much. And you just basically want to decide where your part's gonna be. I always shake my head out and just go for like where it's the most natural. Just gonna be doing it right there. This is definitely some effort, but it's actually less effort than it is to give myself a blowout or curl it. I'm using the Jonathan Silky Dirt. This is a paraben-free, phthalate-free, gluten-free grooming cream. It shines, it smooths the hair, but it also adds texture. So this is gonna give you the waves that actually hold in place. It also smells so good. Oh wow, that takes me back. There used to be these little doll, I don't know if it was Polly Pocket or something like that back in the day, but they would make little food, and their food would actually smell like some kind of food. So if it was like a cherry pie, it would smell like cherries. Like, this literally smells like that. So I start with a triangle, split into 3 pieces, and start twisting under and start grabbing chunks from each side. I think it's worth it to keep my hair super healthy and radiant. Adding more. This is just a very minimal part of how I'm going to be prepping for being a bride. These are some of the preventatives, like not drying my hair, using hot tools unless I need to, and making sure that I'm wearing a very high protective coverage SPF. This product also does have a UV filter in it, which is great. So it's going to protect any color or any sun damage that could happen to my locks. And I love that, and it's all natural, all clean. Gonna be also sharing more things as they come. So I can now just go ahead and conquer my day, feel fresh, feel ready for summer. I hope this video just brings you a little bit of joy, something to distract you from anything that might just be super heavy in the moment. Keep your head up, and you will make it through it. We all will. If I can plan a wedding during a pandemic, I know that there is hope for a lot of other things.